Welcome, Pittsburgh Huge Power fans, to our Week 1 battle of the IBL Main League. Now, in this battle, we face a defending champion and a guy I've never beaten, Darude. Okay, yeah, we're gonna call him Darude. His team consists of Zapdos, Mega Medicham, Scolipede, KreselleKey, Palossand, Umbreon, DarudeLeafStorm, Kecleon, and the 3 Sage monkeys, Simipour, Semi-Sage, Semi-Seer. Now, I didn't really prep for the monkeys. What I did prep for was Mega Medicham and DarudeLeafStorm and sort of Zapdos. Not really Zapdos, but sort of Zapdos, because I'm an idiot. Now, as you'll see, he brought the KreselleKey, Semi-Seer, or Simipour, Scolipede, Zapdos, Kecleon, Palossand. Now, the thing is about this is we played a match before this, and we DC'd. So then we played a second one to recreate it, and the Zygarde did a high roll damage on the Zapdos. Zapdos was not supposed to die, so we went back and recreated it again. Then we got back to the point where we were at, started playing more, and DC'd again. Just decided, screw it, we're going to play a new battle. So I know some of his sets, like I know some of his KreselleKey set, I know all of his Simipour set, I know some of his Scolipede set, I know most of his Zapdos set, I know nothing from Kecleon, I know nothing from Palossand. He knows my Victory Bell set, a lot of my Zygarde set, my Doublade set, my Vaporeon set. He knows some of my Torkoal set, and I don't think he knows any of the Minior set. So, let's get into this battle. So, I'm gonna lead the Minior, thinking potential Shell Smash setup. Yeah. The funny thing is, I forget my own sets in this, and you'll see what I mean. Some of my sets in this, which is funny. So, I send out Minior, and he sends out KreselleKey, and I'm like, well, shit, he could paralyze this. This is paralyzed, it's kind of worthless, so let's not let him do that. So, I switch out and go into Doublade. He's smart, and he goes for Foul Play, doing a decent chunk to my Doublade. I'm like, well, I can't really stay in on this and let it take damage, so I switch out, and I go into Torkoal. He goes into... He now does a spike. Not goes into. He does spike. Sets up a spike. I'm like, oh shit, spike sack. I didn't see that the first game, so I'm like, ah, great. So I just go for the Lava Plume here, and he goes into Simipour, and I just go for Lava Plume. I'm like, well, I know this thing's set, and if I burn it, it's less threatening. Still decently threatening, but less threatening. But no burn. So I believe he goes for a sub. And I just go for another Lava Plume. I'm like, look, the sun's out. I break the sub on this most of the time. It's like literally like 48 to like 54. And it's mostly in my favor for breaking this sub, so... Or not 48, 54. 24 to thing. I was thinking of another calc, but yeah, it's like 24 something. So, he withdraws. And goes out to his Palossand. I'm like, alright, well, burn this thing. First I get to see if this is... Now, I have no attack special... I have no investment in this Torkoal at all. So that's all just sun damage. It's good, but still not 2-hit KO. Now, I'm like, well, Earth Power will hurt. So I switch out. He goes into Vaporeon, or I go into Vaporeon, and he sets up his Stealth Rocks. And I'm like, oh shit. He just stacked them on me. Oh well. So I'm right now just gonna go for... I'm right now gonna go for the Scald. Yep. I'm gonna go for the Scald. I believe he switches out here into KreselleKey. Oh, I just realized the name's Alicia. Ha, Alicia Keys. Nice. Nice. But still no burn. Kinda sucks. So I'm just gonna go for another Scald as he goes for Toxic. I was like, ah, shit. Well, this thing's Toxic. Like I said, I'm just gonna go for the Scald. So he goes for a Spike. And I think I set up the Wish here. Yeah, I wish. And the reason I wish is I'm thinking, alright, well, I'm going to go to Torkoal now, and I'm going to set up my, I'm going to go to Torkoal, and I'm going to set up my Sun. And as I switch, he was smart to predict it, and he goes right into... Like I said, he was smart to predict it, and he goes right into the Clef Key. Or the Clef Key, he goes right for Toxic. So then he switches out, and I believe here he goes right into Palo Sand again. And I just fire off a Lava Plume. Now right now I'm like, I mean, this thing can't Earth Power. But this is pretty much a free switch into Victory Bell. So I go right out into Victory Bell. As he'll either use Earth Power or he'll Shore Up. That's what my two things were. He'll Earth Power or Shore Up. So I got a Victory Bell, which could take an Earth Power. Yeah, he goes up for that Shore Up and restores a lot. So right here I'm like, well, I'm just going to try to KO this thing. I'm going to go for the Weather Ball. He switches out and goes into Zapdos. Now I have a very small chance to 2-hit KO this Zapdos. Like with a little bit... Yeah, but I don't. So I go for it again going, well, I can get the 50... I think it's like 51% chance. And yeah. Yeah, so right now I'm like, well, the sun's going. I'm gonna withdraw. And he's gonna go, I'm gonna go out to Zygarde. And he pretty much predicts this because I know his Zapdos set. And he goes right for the Roar. Which I should have seen coming. I should have seen it coming. I completely forgot the Zapdos set. I knew it, but I forgot it. So right now I'm like, well, screw it. I'm just going to do some damage to this thing to put it into it KO range. Hopefully. He goes for a Roost. And I go for the Swords Dance. Yep, I go for the Swords Dance. And then I go for the Shadow Sneak. And he's just gonna kill this Doublade. So right here I'm like, alright, cool, well, I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. Oh wait, I'm a dumbass and I mid-click. And click Cosmic Power. So I don't think Stone Edge killed, but I think with a crit it had a chance to. But he obviously goes for that Thunderbolt, does damage. And then me being an idiot again, I'm like, I can save this thing, completely forgetting that rocks are out. And going to Torkoal. And I look and I'm like, oh. Crap. Rocks are out. So he just goes for another Thunderbolt. And he kills this thing. But I'm like, alright, so I got the Sun up, so that's at least a decent thing. I got the Sun up. So then I'm like, alright, go Zygarde. Alright. Alright, he won't roar again, is what I think. I'm thinking he won't roar again. So I go for a Dragon Dance. And because I'm an idiot, he roars again. He just straight up roars it. I'm like, oh. So my only move I can go for right now is Weather Ball. So that's what I go for. I go for Weather Ball. I believe he roars me out. Yeah, he just roars me out. And I go back into Zygarde. Yep. And I just get to 1,000 arrows and I just kill this thing. So he goes out to Semi-Sage and he has the Ice Beam and he just kills this thing. Weird thing is, when I was prepping, I originally had Yachi Berry over Dragonium Z. But I was like, eh. Zygarde can eat most ice hits. I completely doesn't think stack. So he goes for a taunt, which I knew he was going to. So I was just going for a skull. I'm like, I'm burning you. Like, it's very small, but I have a small chance to win with Victory Bell. If I were just to burn him. So goes for sub, and I just keep going for Scalds. And so I'm just going to keep going for the Scalds, and yep. So the taunt's going to wear off this turn as the sub fades. So I'm still trying to go for that Scald burn. Like, I know I probably can't win, but I'm going to try to, damn it. So I just go for more Scalds, trying to burn. See, a burn would take it out of thing, but I pretty much lost at this point. I couldn't switch out so that I could wish. I couldn't, so I lost at this point. Like, he played this Hazard Stack game really well. Roar game, I just played very badly as well. So again, I was just trying to go for another burn. And he just goes right, I go right for a Scald. I burn his keys, and he reveres the Aya Papa Berry. But right now, it's just inconsequential, insignificant. Vaporeon just dies off the poison here. And, I go Victory Bell. I literally can't do anything to this thing, but I'm like, I'm just gonna hit it with my strongest move. Screw it. And he goes right out into the Scolipede. This does like nothing to it. Gonna go for that poison jab. kill the victory bell, and then the minier dies to rock. So, good game, Darude. We see why you're the champ now. Your prep is great. So next week we face GarchompTheGod and his Lawrence Talonflame. So we're gonna hopefully come back and win one. And hopefully by a decent amount. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.